Fall is the best time to travel. The summer crowds have died down, the weather is perfect, and if you're a sucker for colorful fall leaves, you can't do better than Japan or South Korea. Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines have teamed up to offer nonstop flights from Seattle to Tokyo, and starting this October, nonstop flights from Seattle to Seoul. And while you're on board Alaska Airlines, you'll enjoy all kinds of Pacific Northwest crafted snacks and drinks. Beechers and Tillamook cheeses in the much coveted signature fruit and cheese platter. You can sip a straightaway Oregon Old Fashioned or have a little cocktail with a Crater Lake Hazelnut Espresso Vodka. Book your tickets to Tokyo and Seoul at alaskaair.com or hawaiianairlines.com. Welcome to The Leftovers. I'm Rachel Belle. The Leftovers is audio left on the cutting room floor from last week's Your Last Meal interview. And today you'll hear never-before-heard cuts from Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal from the live podcast taping we did at the Cascade PBS Ideas Festival earlier this summer. Last week on the full episode, we talked about everything from what she thought about American food when she first moved here from Southeast Asia, all by herself at 16 years old, to the time she got a very special breakfast invitation.
The president actually invited me to have breakfast at the White House. It just sort of happened very suddenly. I was on Rachel Maddow, and he called me after it, and he said, "Hey, Pramila, it's Joe Biden." And I was like, "Oh, hi, Mr. President." And he's like, "We really need to talk about this. We have to get this done, you know." And I'm like, "Well, I'm available anytime." And he said, "Well, do you want to come over?" And so literally the next morning, I went over for breakfast. I think I was the first member of Congress to ever be invited to do that because it was coming out of COVID.
Wow.
And the night before, he says to me, "What do you like to eat?" And I said, "Anything. I'm fine, anything, whatever you want to serve me." He's like, no, they can make anything here. What would you really like? I said, "I'd like an eggs Florentine, please." And he said, "Okay, great. And would you like some pastries?" I said, "Sure, I like savory pastries." And he said, "What would you like to drink?" I said, "How about an oat milk latte?" And so
he's
literally
taking your
this
order.
is like the conversation I'm having. And I'm like, "And could I also put universal childcare, universal housing, raise the minimum wage? Could you give me those things on the menu? Because I would trade the Benedict for that."
If you missed the full episode, it is a great interview, and you should definitely go back and listen to that before you listen to this. But if you're all caught up, here is a teeny weeny mini episode of The Leftovers with Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal. We have 2 minutes left. I'm going to do a little lightning round with you.
Okay. I didn't know about this.
I didn't either. We're just going to do it. Yeah. What is your favorite perfect birthday cake or birthday dessert?
Chocolate fudge, layers with icing that is not too sweet and not too chunky, but nice and light. Lots of butter.
Okay. Do you make this cake?
No.
What is your favorite?
But carrot cake. See, this is I do love carrot cake also. And I do love Tom Dahlia's coconut cream pie.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. All right.
I'm surprised so many people pick
Douglas.
Carrot cake. Like, that is such a pop. I feel like it's an underdog that isn't really an underdog.
It's because of the icing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
the cream
pretty
cheese.
convinced it's because of the icing. Yeah.
What is your current favorite dish at a Seattle restaurant? Or favorite restaurant in general?
Favorite restaurant? I love Harvest Vine because it's a lot of tapas all together. And they have a pretty one. It's hard to say favorite restaurant because I do have a lot of favorites. But they have a thin beet salad that is fantastic that I've made. You slice the beets really thin, and then you drizzle it with olive oil and sometimes a little bit of lemon. But I love that because you get a lot of different flavors. I also love Wild Ginger. It was one of the first restaurants that I ate at when I first came to Seattle. The old space that was down by Pike Place Market that was so lovely and so bustling, and it reminded me a lot of Singapore, Indonesia.
And that was Congresswoman Jayapal's last meal. Give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for having me. And that was Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal's Leftovers. The Leftovers and Your Last Meal are both products of Seattle's Cascade PBS. please consider making a donation at cascadepbs.org/donate. For as little as $7 a month, your donation gives you full access to Cascade PBS Passport, so you can stream any PBS show at any time. If you haven't heard, all public media recently lost all of our federal funding, so we need your help to keep our shows on the air, including Your Last Meal, The Leftovers, and my video series, The Nosh. Find a link to donate and to become a member in the show notes. This episode was mixed and mastered by Isaac Kaplan-Woolner. Thanks to Rusty Bugcall for recording and engineering the live show. Original theme music by Prom Queen. I'm Rachel Belle, and this is The Leftovers.